And we're starting the dimpling of the vertical stabilizer skin using the DRDD2. I had a little help from both of the boys. And now it's time to start doing some riveting with the bucking bar. So we're starting forward of the front spar on the vertical stabilizer, and you will see in a little bit that it didn't go exactly as we hoped. And you can see here that the bucking bar slipped and left a little bit of a dent. So we are rapidly approaching the finish of the vertical stabilizer. Only one dent, which is right here, but from what I hear on the forums, it should be able to be filled in with some Bondo or some other kind of filler before it's painted, and it shouldn't be noticeable. So got a few more rivets to do with the bucking bar, which I'm slowly getting better at. I think And before moving on with the rudder and tackling the trailing edge, I decided to get another practice kit from Vans just to practice some of these techniques, which I think was a great idea. So today, before moving on with the rudder, I decided to start working on the horizontal stabilizer and ended up countersinking one of the holes too deep and had to replace it. Later, I went and met with my EAA technical counselor for the first time, which was a really wonderful opportunity and very helpful. And after that, I felt confident to move on with the rudder and getting everything riveted together before starting to work on the trailing edge. So I've got the double-sided tape on there, and I've clamped up the trailing edge. You can see I don't have a cleco in every hole, and that's because when we tried to match drill these holes in the angle iron, they didn't all end up lined up perfectly, and I was a little nervous about drilling through the rudder skin to make these, because I figured I'd get a pretty good clamp with all of the spring clamps. So I think it's going to work out okay. I'll give it a day to set, which may be overkill, and then we'll work on putting in the rivets hopefully tomorrow.